now that you've been introduced to the contents of your kit, you can put the yarn aside and just take your mesh canvas and stencil for now. The stencil looks a bit different because it's a prototype. So just a tip before we start with the pattern transfer. If you're working on a project with light colored feather yarn like this, which is white, versus this one, which has darker shades of green, let's say you use a dark colored marker like this one, which comes out a dark gray, there is a possibility that the marker will peek through the feather yarn, and that's totally fine. Don't worry about it. You can just go over the same areas with the feather yarn again. You don't have to buy a new marker. And you know, the nice thing about this project is that you can make many mistakes and it's not really going to be obvious in the end product. I made many mistakes with this one and it looks just as cute. And if you didn't make it, you wouldn't even know what the mistakes are. So don't worry, don't buy anything else. Okay, so let's get started. Put your mesh canvas over your stencil, whatever stencil it may be. And if you're working on a rug, you'll already know that the mesh canvas of the rug is pre-printed, so you don't have to worry about this step. Okay, so since I am using light colored yarn, I am going to use pink. Yeah, I think I'm going to use pink. So this step is quite straightforward. You just push mesh over the pattern and just go over the lines with your marker, like so. I hope that the pink is still visible to you, even if it's much lighter than a dark marker. If you find that you want another design or layout, you can totally write over the stencil and follow that. If you have lots of markers at home, you may even want to do every line different color depending on the yarn that you're using, but we don't need to do that. This will be completely covered with yarn anyway, and like I said, you can go over areas several times to completely cover up the lines that you've made. Okay, so all done. This is what it looks like.
If you have any questions at all, please don't hesitate to reach out to me via DM, email, or the contact form on our website. Bye! Take care!